Let's rank some waiver wire pitchers and play Would You Rather next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5. As always, make sure to follow and stream us on Spotify. Today is Monday, September 13th. I am Frank Stanfield, joined by Scott White, and let's rank them. All these pitchers are pitching pretty well recently. Cole Irvin is at the Angels this week. Tylor Megill is home against the Cardinals. We have Eric Lauer at home against the Cubs. We have Adrian at home against the Cubs. And then Michael Pineda, who is hosting Cleveland. They just got no hit for the third time this season over the weekend. How would you rank that group, Scott? Irvin, Megill, Lauer, Hauser, and Pineda.
Well, Tylor Megill, I think, is the most talented of this group. In addition to having 10 strikeouts against the Yankees over the weekend, he had 8 in his previous start at the Nationals. Not quite a quality start, but pretty close to it. Matchup against the Cardinals is pretty good. So I'll go Megill number 1. Not as interested in the other 4. Cole Irvin probably has the best chance of providing some length going deep into the start. So I'll go him. I'll rank him second behind Megill, followed by Eric Lauer, Adrian Hauser, and Michael Pineda.
All right, let's play a little Would You Rather hitter edition. Jeimer Candelario or Frank Schwindel? I know that Candelario is one of your sleeper hitters this upcoming week, Scott. He hit 2 home runs on Sunday, but Frank Schwindel just continues to rake. Who do you like more between those two?
Frank Schwindel cannot be stopped. 6 for 12 over the weekend with a home run and a double. He's still available in 40% of CBS Sports leagues, even though he's batting .366 with 11 homers with the Cubs. You know, if you can afford to roster both, I actually do like Candelario's matchups more for the upcoming week. But beyond that, you'll be glad you stashed Schwindel. He's if you can only pick one, he's the one.
Frank the Tank guy is absolutely getting it done right now. Who would you rather have between these Baltimore Orioles outfielders? Anthony Santander hit 3 or more home runs this weekend, and Austin Hayes, over his last 15 games, is batting .311 with 4 homers. Who would you rather have?
So the Orioles are in line to face at least 3 lefties this upcoming week. Santander doesn't perform well against the lefties. Hayes, near 900 OPS against lefties for Austin Hayes. So I think Austin Hayes, certainly for this week, is the one to have. And, I don't see, I think you could do without Santander. So I'll say Hayes.
All right. I know that this is a dilemma that you have in a few of your leagues, Scott, but Dalton Varsho goes 3 for 4 with his 10th home run of the season on Saturday. And Alejandro Kirk, we know how well he's playing in a really, really great Toronto Blue Jays lineup. Who would you rather have, Varsho or Kirk?
Yeah, I struggled with this in a few of my leagues. Should I drop Varsho for Kirk? Ultimately, I decided yes in a very close call. It basically comes down to matchups. Kirk and the Blue Jays matchups, they're pretty good. Pretty favorable. Varsho, on the other hand, the series he has remaining are against the Dodgers, the Astros, the Braves, the Dodgers again, the Giants, and the Rockies. So the Rockies match is pretty favorable, but not those others. I think Varsho has more upside, but I would lean toward Kirk just based on the matchups.
All right, Scott, let's say you need a corner infielder with some pop. Who would you rather have between Bobby Dalbec, who in the second half this year is batting .281, 11 homers, a .968 OPS, or Brandon Belt, who over his last 5 games has 10 hits, including 3 home runs? Belt or Dalbec?
Well, I'm so hyper-focused on the upcoming week, obviously, because it's one of 3 weeks left, and Dalbec certainly comes out ahead there. The Red Sox are scheduled to face 5 lefties. Dalbec hits lefties especially well. So he's the one I'd rather have for this upcoming week. And in the weeks that follow, I worry Belt's about to lose playing time with Wilmer Flores coming off the IL. Belt had been starting against lefties, but he sat Sunday for a lefty with Flores back, and that might happen more and more. So I'll say Dalbec.
All right, last one here for you. Let's say you play in a 5 outfielder league. Lane Thomas hit a 3-run home run on Sunday. He's been leading off consistently for the Washington Nationals. And then Brian De La Cruz, in 39 games with the Marlins, he's batting .338 with 4 home runs. He's only 8% rostered. Who would you rather have, Lane Thomas or BDLC?
Well, the Marlins have better matchups than the Nationals, so I'd say Brian De La Cruz for this upcoming week for that matter, for that reason. I don't love either, to be honest. I don't love either. It's not a high priority, but if you're in a deep league and you're desperate to fill an outfield spot, De La Cruz is the one.
For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. If you enjoyed the pod, please leave a 5-star review on Apple. We'll be back again on Wednesday morning. Bye-bye.